It's late night. What are you thinking about? Okay, so I'm waiting for the 90s sitcom documentary. Like the Martin Lawrence and Gina essay complaint, why it was closed in the 5th season. What happened on the set of Full House? The Olsen twins in such disarray. Then we got a little preview on Disney. So can we get a Nickelodeon? Can we get like the Saturday? What was the tune went one Saturday morning? Anybody know? No, that had the Lizzie McGuire, even Steven. You know where I'm at? Here are the ones about there was only one black person. Home Improvement had no black people. Nobody looked like me on Full House, Boy Meets World. So what happened that day of filming when that one friend came over? I'm not saying anything either way. I just want to see the facts. I want to see the documentary. And what about the 90s reality shows? I mean, Real World? Can you imagine? Road Rules, living on that bus? Or like an update from the True Life cast? Some of those stories, I don't know if they're around anymore. Can we get an update? How scared were they on the set of Final Destination? Is there any documentaries about the stuntman and women? What was really going on The Cosby Show? Roseanne. We heard a little couple things, but what do we really know? Family Matters. Are they really doing great? What happened to all them? And so we know a little bit about Save the Bell, but I wouldn't mind a whole hour worth of an episode of what we don't know. Remember Step by Step and California Dreams? In the early 2000s. I mean, what was up with all those shows on MTV? I remember 2 shows that I watched on MTV. It was scripted, high schoolers, kind of like a Degrassi setting. Is anybody else? And I'm ready for more whistleblowers in the food industry. I mean, I know we call it snitching in the hood, but whistleblowers for the white collars. And all that trading wives, how are those relationships doing? And I want to hear from the kids from Wild and Crazy Kids. I want to hear the story while they're still here. I'm sick of hearing stories when they're already gone. And I want the stories from the people. I don't want to hear the story of somebody's best friend that they met in college. We see all the cults that are bad because all the people have left. But what about the people that like it and it's the best thing ever? Where's that documentary? Where's the story about how great this stuff is and why everyone should be a part of it? Can I see that one? Okay, so we say that we want that 90s R&B kind of love. But what relationships were happening in the 90s? We have OJ and Nicole. You got Tommy Lee and Pamela. You got Kurt Cobain and Courtney. Princess Diana. Nicole Kidman and Tom. And then after that was over, he turned into a... We have Iron Mike and all his debacles. Oh my gosh, and not to forget our president, Bill Clinton, and your girl. But Whitney and Bobby, which brings me into the 90s songs. I Will Always Love You, Achy Breaky Heart, The End of the Road. Then we have the 90s movies. My Girl. You have Ghost. He's not here. You have City of Angels. He's not here. But to round it all off, we have Waiting to Exhale and Pretty Woman. So when I say I'm looking for a 90s kind of love, I'm not talking about love and hate. Don't want to be any of the characters in The Best Man. Any of the love stories in those stupid scary movies. Running from the axe murderess while I find the love of my life. No, thank you. I want the 90s kind of love for the snacks. The shaker salad from McDonald's. Like when the Wonder Ball gave you a toy instead of another ball. The Melody Pops that you whistled while you had your sucker. I mean, it's like a twofer. Knowledge is power, so the more you know, right? The moral of the story is, until I return of the Mac in my gangster paradise, I need some more crime docs for my Netflix and chilling by myself.